Hello. So, welcome to episode 10, which is actually episode 9. I did a lot of stuff. I killed Crabulon. I didn't do the acidic rain because that sucks and I have to go to the side of the world that I haven't been to yet. And then I killed the Brain of Cthulhu, as well as a few other things in between that I didn't really show. But the reason why you're not seeing that and you're seeing this now is because Windows had an update, and my microphone, every time Windows updates, my microphone changes what it technically is. So basically, if I want to have the same microphone, I have to make sure that if I want my mic to work, I have to make sure every single time that I update with Windows that it actually updates my microphone, because it doesn't do it manually. It says like, hey, your microphone doesn't exist anymore, but then there's a new microphone that's the same exact thing. So that happened. So I couldn't use any of that. Well, I could use it, but I didn't really feel like talking over it for like trying to replicate everything that I said with absolutely no idea as to what I did say for 30 plus minutes. Well, not really 30 minutes, but for like 25 minutes. So I figured I'd just do a quick recap, be like, hey, I killed this guy, hey, I killed that guy. So since Crabulon is a modded boss, I'm going to show him because, you know, might as well show him off. So I'm going to hit buff. I did fight this guy. He's passive at first, so you can get like a really good positioning. So I did fight him initially. He shoots these spores into the air with a mage weapon, because I had thought, you know what? I want to use mage weapons a little bit, because I'm not just doing ranger, and I want to have some variety, because all I've actually done in this mod pack is, well, in this mod, Calamity, is fighting things with rogue weapons. That's the only, like, specific thing that I've done. I've done a few melee weapons, but pretty much just rogue weapons overall. Like, that's the majority of weapons that I've used. So using any other weapon is pretty much just completely out there for me. You know, I've never done it before. Ow. This boss is hard to dodge when you're feeling a bit incapable of dodging. And he jumps at the worst times. So I thought I'd make a mage loadout, and it went terribly. I died in the first phase of this very easy boss that I just defeated very easily. It wasn't like anything too crazy of a mage loadout. It was just the mage helmet for Victide, as well as which staff is it? It's the diamond staff, right? Yeah, the diamond staff, which did like 30 damage, I think. But it went really poorly, like insanely poorly. So I decided that I wasn't going to do that. Now the treasure bag here, I'll read the lore bit since I actually have to read that. Crabulon, right? What is it called? Oh, I have it. Lol. So Crabulon is a crab and its mushrooms, a love story. It's interesting how creatures can adapt given certain circumstances. So if you favorite this item, you get the mushy buff, which is, I think, a health buff when you're in the underground or in the mushroom biome. And your movement speed will be decreased in these areas due to being covered in fungi. So it could be a defense thing as well. But he gives you a fungal clump, which is like a permanent summon that follows you around. You have to put it in an accessory slot. And he just lifesteals for you, but it's like really bad lifesteal. These are the Mycelium Claws, which I was going to use against a boss, but I didn't get them. This rod here is like I don't know, it's weird. Like, you just summon all these things around you, and then if something runs into it, they take a lot of damage. And then there's also a boomerang, and the boomerang can be thrown quite a few times, but you have to click it, so it's pretty lame. Yeah, that's pretty much all his weapons. So now we're gonna head over. I'm not actually gonna fight the Brain of Cthulhu again, but I fought the Brain of Cthulhu. As you can see, I made an arena over here. It's pretty basic, you know, average arena. So that's what I did. And then I also, off camera, I spent a whole bunch of time mining out this area. It's not big enough, actually, to make an AFK farm for blood moons, because I figured I might as well have an AFK farm for when the hollowed gets spread, and I want to end up getting some parts for stuff, or I want some gold, and I have a lot of time to spare. Or I can just leave the game open. So I'm actually in a multiplayer world right now, just to have the benefits of being able to click off and time still plays. So I have that set up. It's nothing special, it's just kind of like a unicorn trap. And if you don't know what a unicorn trap is, this is it. I'm missing 2 blocks though. So basically they just run up, drop down, try to jump up, hit the lip, and then they can't get out. And they run into the lava and take a whole bunch of damage. Fairly normal trap, you know. But I'm just adding a heart lantern to it. Got a heart lantern and a campfire. I did make crimson armor, so I could have that benefit. For now, I'm actually going to decide what I want to do. I might make it all the way over to the left side of the world's ocean, so I can check out the event. But the acidic rain, not very necessary if you're not a rogue. So I'm guessing I'm just not going to fight that for a while. As you can see, there is also a gun thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Brain of Cthulhu doesn't drop anything extra. Basically just has some interesting phase that's pretty similar to the normal one. So I guess I'll fight the old one's army now. I did kind of set up an area, so that should be pretty easy. I do also have the portal, if I can find it. I don't remember what it's called, and that's probably the biggest problem here. But yeah, okay. It's called the okay. Yeah, so the Eternia stand and the Eternia crystals. So I decided to not do it at nighttime. So here we are at daytime. I just used my farm for a whole night, watched some YouTube. Easy peasy. One thing that, ooh, is that a golden scorpion? Oh, it's a golden bird. I was like, what the heck? Gold bird. So one thing that that I've yet to mention is that today is actually Terraria's birthday. It's their 10th birthday. It's his 10th birthday. So Terraria's been around for 10 years. I feel old, because I'm pretty sure I was playing it the first year it came out. And I still don't have that many hours. But yeah, it's great to see that it's made it this far, you know? It's a great game. I'm glad that it got 1.4, and I'm glad that this year it will try harder to get modded 1.4. What the heck? Oh yeah, I'm on multiplayer. I'm gonna go on to single player. Just so I don't have to deal with what just happened there, where things just teleport. Because for some reason there's lag induced when you're the host of the world. Yeah, so we're gonna set up a little arena for the Eternity, for the Old One's army, and then yeah, we'll kill him instantly. And I'm so glad that it's raining in the middle of the daytime so that it feels like it's nighttime. That's so nice of the game. Okay, this should be good enough. Probably far enough. We'll make 2 campfires, just to make sure. Oh, yeah, well. We'll have an overabundance of campfires, just to make sure. A large open area. I think it's because I have this right here. So I'm gonna get rid of this platform. Give me about 10 hours to get rid of this. It might actually be that there was some spots. Yep, it was. Super dumb. Also, oh, okay, it's right there. I was gonna say, oh, I forgot to get a thing, so this is gonna be a bit harder than it's supposed to be, but yeah, I'll manage. Actually, I'll just leave and redo this because it's not long enough. So I'm gonna go grab my my thing while this kills itself, and actually have my weapon that I needed, ballista rod. Thank you. Okay, so I lengthened the arena and I got a ballista rod. So now it should be good. Yeah. So we have some room on this side for sure, and then we should have some room on the other side as well. Let's make sure. I mean, it's 25 silver per, yeah, so we got enough room on this side as well, so that's good. I really don't like fighting this as inefficiently as possible because it's just so annoying. Like, it's just not even worth it because it doesn't give you anything. I mean, it doesn't really give you anything. Everything it gives you is kind of mediocre. So it's like, I want to be able to get this done as quickly as possible, just in case it does give me something decent that I forgot about. So yeah. Also, I think I'm going to have to switch over to Jester's Arrows just to be able to defeat this. This is one of the things that's affected by Fargo's banner boost. I mean, obviously you get banners for this as well, so it's not that big of a deal. But it'll definitely make it easier to fight him in the long run. Well, fight these guys in the long run. Because eventually we'll get to the point in which these guys are just 1 or 2 shots. And then all the guys that show up later are a bit difficult. Because they do introduce more and more as we go along. But yeah, it's basically just mow down this guy at the end over and over again. Wait until you have about 5 Eternia mana. And then head over to the other side and start killing those guys before they make it too far. And then place down some more turrets. Yeah, the turrets do, like, literally all of the work here, which is my favorite. That's definitely my favorite part of this, is that you can have so many turrets. I'm not a big fan of the whole wave complete before the wave is complete thing, though. That leaves a lot of room for just absolute destruction. But holy cow, Jester's Arrows do some damage. If only I had more stars. I was thinking about making a Fallen Star farm that uses Hoiks, where because Fallen Stars glitch into a block, they'll just land on the Hoik and then get pushed along. But the problem is I'd have to hammer hundreds of blocks to make it far enough for it to actually be effective for me. And that's just not something I'm interested in doing. I mean, I don't want to make a Hoik that's literally the entire distance of the map. Just to get some Fallen Stars, just for them to become obsolete as soon as I'm done with certain bosses. Like, as soon as I get into hard mode, Holy Arrows are the best, you know? So then it's like, wow, all that work just to be rewarded with the ability to not need to do it anymore. Not very useful. Holy cow, those guys deal damage. I'm not really used to all these guys actually hurting me, because with rogues you can just hold down the attack button. They're pretty useful in that sense, where you just keep attacking with a rogue weapon, and then they just die eventually. Whereas with this, you have to, I mean, for now, you have to click every single time. But you also have to worry about how much ammo you actually have. So here, we're gonna shoot these guys up a bit, just to tell them who's boss, and then we're gonna head over to this side, because I'm pretty sure, yep, the bird's on this side. So we gotta kill these birds. Holy cow, these birds. I suck at hitting them. But yeah, killing these birds, 1000% the most important thing ever. We gotta switch back over and start killing these guys. Dude, the weapons on these boys is so annoying. So we've hit level 4 against some of these guys already, which is fairly convenient. Consider all things considered. And holy cow, this is why I wish the wave wasn't complete before the wave was complete, because yeah, there's not really anything we can do there when I'll have to come up with a better idea. Okay, it's actually kind of funny, because I was like, what am I gonna do? Rogue weapons are just so much better than ranged weapons. I'll just use a rogue weapon. I mean, that makes sense, right? So yeah, I'm gonna show off just how easy this is with rogue weapons. So you just stand here and you hold down the button, and since it has infinite pierce, they just die. And since the weapon like doesn't have any fall off, it just kills them all, you know? And then they all die. It's pretty insane. Like, rogue weapons are just really good at piercing. That's pretty much all you have to think about, is like, these rogue weapons, all they do is pierce, and that's all they're really good at, is attacking fast and piercing, which kind of breaks the entire purpose of rogue weapons, because, I mean, rogue weapons are supposed to be, like, you go into stealth mode, you do a heavy hit, and then you go out of stealth mode, but no, it's like, yeah, you just spam it, and it works. It's kind of dumb. But it's also great because you can just stand here and do this at like a moderate distance here. Like, let's say we do it from here. This is moving like 2 to 3 times as fast as our arrows. And then when we think we should move over, we just move over and we start throwing ahead of us because it goes so fast that it's actually faster than us. Whereas arrows are just slower than us, which I think is insane. Plus it does about the same amount of damage as a Jester's arrow. So it's like, you're using a Jester's arrow that's infinite use instead of a Jester's arrow that costs so much to make. It's pretty sad. But yeah, we're probably gonna make it through every wave with this amazing strategy we got here. And yeah, every wave up until wave 4 is pretty easy because there's no flying enemies, so you can kind of just stand here and throw weapons at them until they start appearing on the other side. And I like to pile all of my summons, except like 1 or 2, on one side specifically, just so I can spend even more time on the other side. Because they only really do that well when they're by themselves. Sorry, when they're like actually grouped up. So we're gonna place the second one over here, and then as you can see, we spent so much time over here, but everything's pretty much dead over here already because we have so many ballistas shooting at them. Okay, have we gotten any banners? We haven't gotten a single banner? The heck? That's interesting. I'm gonna put the banners in this area. Just gonna break the bits. Okay, time for wave 4. This time we're gonna stick on this side for a while, just because all of the flying enemies are on the right side. So we're gonna deal quite a bit of damage, make sure that they're not gonna be able to do anything for a while, and then get back just in time to watch the flying enemy absolutely juke me. Now this weapon does want to go like horizontally, so no matter how you throw it, it's always going to arc down, which is kind of annoying. But also, I'm pretty sure this is just like way too hard for me. Death mode. Death mode just makes it harder. That's definitely it. It's not me being bad at the game. It's death mode, trust me. It's death mode. Yeah. I mean, death mode is definitely making this harder. Harder than it has to be, for sure. Like, I didn't think enemies in the first version could actually harm you. Except for the Dark Mage. I thought the Dark Mage was the only one that could actually harm you. Okay, let's use this. Okay, so we finished the wave. Summon some more of these bad boys. Wow, I'm so mad that that didn't pick up. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch to these, just so we have some more crowd control. Now, the problem with these stupid birds is they're always underneath the ground, which is so annoying. Like, why? Why do they make them attack, like, straight down? So then they actually, like, you can't hit them until after they've hit your stupid crystal, like, 7 times. Okay, I need to kill these guys and kill these guys. Oh, now they're actually attacking. Oh my goodness. Why is this so difficult? Why is it actually so tough? It's so difficult. That's insane. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to actually defeat these guys, I guess. Oh, it's a blood moon. How nice. I guess I'll figure out how I'm actually going to defeat these guys, and then I'll be back. I might not do it until later, I guess. I don't think he drops anything in this. Like, in 1.4, I know he drops a mount, and I know he drops a mask, so that's one of the slots taken up already. So I don't know what exactly the Dark Mage drops that I'm going to be interested in, but I don't really think it's that much of anything. At least not that much of anything that's really that important to me. Crap. I do think it's funny how, like, it's just short enough of a pit that slimes can spawn down there, but no other enemies spawn down there, which is actually quite interesting. So yeah, that'll probably be it for this episode. Kind of weird because of the fact that I didn't realize that my audio wasn't recording, so that sucks. But yeah, so we did Crabulon. We'll do the Old One's Army after Queen Bee or Skeletron, probably. We'll just do it before Wall of Flesh, so we're not getting screwed over. Slime God's going to be definitely really fun to die to a bunch. But yeah, see you guys in the next episode.